News 46 is brought to you by
At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, progressive cash drawings, mystery point multipliers, mystery gift days, extra cash for 4 of a kinds, bingo, bowling, football, and food specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Tire Works Total Car Care. Not your typical tire and service company. Guaranteed lowest prices on tires. Your one-stop shop for all automotive needs. Call 775-751-6100 or 702-365-TIRE. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. 775-727-9800. News 46 is also brought to you by the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino. Located at the intersection of Route 372 and Highway 160, you can call the Pahrump Nugget at 775-751-6500, or you can visit their website at www.pahrumpnugget.com.
Tonight on News 46, Valley Electric Association receives a bomb threat.
A home is destroyed by an early morning fire.
And Nye County Sheriffs need your help to catch a thief. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Friday, February 24th, 2012. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Tony Joe for News 46. A man apparently dropped off a package to the security officer at Valley Electric Association last night, telling him that he should call the bomb squad.
A bomb threat at Valley Electric last night prompted Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies and detectives to the scene, where they blocked traffic in all directions as well as evacuated some homes. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
There was a report of a bomb threat in that area. The fire department responded. We were basically placed in a standby position while the sheriff's office investigated. It appears there was an unfounded issue, and we were subsequently released.
Did you help with the evacuations, or was that just the sheriff's office?
I think it was a discussion as to whether they were going to have to, but I'm not aware of any actual evacuations. There may have been that I'm just not familiar with.
And a woman who is allegedly suffering from depression allegedly lit her home on fire early this morning on Donner Street.
Last night on Donner Street, just off of Linda, a structure fire, a fully engulfed residence. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
So before 5:30 this morning, we dispatched a report of a structure fire. The unknown status of the occupants put everybody in a rescue mentality on the way to the call. Upon arrival, Engine 2's crew found a very well-involved double-wide manufactured dwelling, heavy fire shown across the front. They went into a defensive exterior attack, made great progress, halted the forward progress of the fire, so it didn't go to any nearby structures or vehicles. The fire is under investigation by the State Fire Marshal's Office. It's an unknown cause at this point in time. There were no occupants found to be in the structure. They were found safe several blocks away.
And I know that there's a propane tank in close proximity to the structure as well as a vehicle.
Yes, there was at least 2 vehicles, several outbuildings, including a large garage and a closely placed propane tank. But the propane tank was protected early on in stages of the fire, so it really wasn't an immediate issue for us, and we secured the power very early on. Valley Electric responded. Fire's under investigation by the State Fire Marshal's Office with the assistance of Pahrump Fire Rescue.
The neighbors were the ones that reported this.
Yeah, we're not sure as to what neighbor called, but there were several that were out with us at the time. They were concerned about some of their nearby vegetation, dry conditions from this winter, so they were wetting some things down with their individual garden hoses. They didn't have any issues as far as the fire. We had that well protected, but it was a good precautionary measure.
They were thinking about evacuating homes nearby or no?
There was discussion because of the amount of fire that was present when the sheriff's office arrived. We were there probably within about 6 minutes or so, and quickly got a hold of the fire. So, all good things.
It appears that the female resident is the one that lit the fire to her father's house here on Donner Street. Of course, Nye County Sheriff's deputies will be taking over any charges that may be pending there. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And detectives are asking for your help in identifying a man who robbed a woman at Smith's.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office is seeking your help in identifying the male in the photographs that we are showing you right now, taken from video surveillance. This male is wanted by the Nye County Sheriff's Office for grand larceny, petty larceny, forgery, all with elderly enhancements. An elderly female was shopping at Smith's and her purse was stolen from her shopping cart. The perpetrators then took the keys out of her purse and subsequently stole her vehicle as well. Then they began taking money from her bank account utilizing the contents of her purse. Nye County Sheriff's Office detectives are asking for anyone with any information to this male's identity to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 751-7000. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And folks, just a quick update on the bomb threat story. The man who dropped off the package was apprehended. He was classified as mentally ill and taken to a mental health facility.
Yes, and we also want to inform you that there was no bomb in the package that he did leave at the association, just the package. So
excellent. And now as we head into our break, here's Jeff Rathjin with your weekend events at the Pahrump Nugget.
Hey guys, Jeff here from the Nugget. Kind of let you know what's going on this weekend. Come on down. We got our $30,000 custom storage shed giveaway every Friday and Saturday night. Come down and get your chance to win one of these beautiful storage units given away by Storage Solutions. Also let you know that on Sunday we got a ceramic plate giveaway. So come on in, earn 25 base points, and get yourself a free plate. We also want you to know that Kid and Nick are playing on the stage tonight at the Stage Bar. Great music, a lot of fun. Come on down and enjoy yourself. Don't forget, the Nugget's got the biggest and best bingo parlor in town. Come on down and enjoy yourself. We look forward to seeing you. On the other side, we just want to let you know that next week, Golden Gaming takes over the management of the two Terribles properties, T-Town and Lakeside. And from the Nugget family to those families and team members over there and their guests, we look so forward to having you a part of the Golden Gaming family. We'll see you all next week.
When it comes to taking care of my skin, I choose the best.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
And welcome back to News 46. Protesters lined up the streets this afternoon at the business that is owned by the chairman of the Nye County Republican Central Committee, Fely Quitevis.
We're here in front of Precious Properties on Highway 160 where people are picketing Fely Quitevis' office. She's the Nye County Republican Central Committee chairperson who decided to have the convention up in Tonopah. We're going to speak to some representatives here.
We are all delegates from the caucus that happened just a few weeks ago. And we're delegates, obviously, from the County Republican Party here in Nye County. And what we need to do next is we need to have a county convention, and then from there we go to the state convention, and then we, like delegates, go to the national convention. We're running into a real problem when it comes to the leadership of the Nye County Republican Party. They have basically done away with any sort of committees that are supposed to help this process, and single-handedly, through the chairman of the committee, Fely Quitevis here of Precious Properties, and decided that there's going to be a convention. It's going to be a 2-day convention, so overnight up in Tonopah. We have about 230 delegates plus alternates, plus others that show up to the convention, and Tonopah simply doesn't have enough rooms available that weekend. There's already a couple of conventions going on, so it's making it incredibly difficult for anybody here in Pahrump to make it up to Tonopah. On top of that, it's going to be somewhat expensive, plus they're charging, I think it's $40 a head, when in 2008 it was $10, and that was because we were served lunch. And it's $40 because they're paying for a room. What we propose is to either bring everybody down to Pahrump or meet in the center of the county in Beatty for a single-day convention. That's all we need. And we also have free places that we can hold the county convention. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the county Republican Party leadership to actually listen to us, the delegates, the ones that actually are going to be doing the work at the county convention, to do something about this ridiculous meeting setup.
Does this seem to be a separation of the people who are voting for Ron Paul and then the other Republican candidates?
No, this really has nothing to do with candidate support. What it has to do with is representing our precincts at the county level. When it comes to candidate support, that happens at the state level and also at the national level. So at the county level, we're not dealing with any support for any particular candidates at this point in time. We're just trying to get the county Republican Party at the leadership level to do the right thing.
I know that there's been talk of a bus service transporting people up to the Tonopah location. Have you heard anything about that?
There's been talk about it, but there has been no plans. And even if we get everyone up there, there's no place for anybody to stay overnight. They want to schedule this thing for March 30th and 31st, a Friday and Saturday. So those who work a Monday through Friday job are going to have to take a day off work and have the expense to travel up there and the expense to stay overnight. And it's just ridiculous. This could easily be handled on a Saturday in Beatty. Nobody has to take off a Monday through Friday job, and nobody has to have any overnight expense.
So is this a done deal at this point, or do you think that there's any way that you guys can come to some kind of resolution?
No, the Nye County Republican Central Committee had about 50 signatures, over 40%, to call for a special meeting for March 7th to readdress this in the Central Committee meeting. An email is supposed to go out. That letter and all the signatures were delivered to the secretary. I think it was just yesterday or day before. And she, by the bylaws of the county Republican Party, she has to send out an email and schedule the meeting. We have yet been informed about that from the secretary.
We are elected delegates, and we should not have to pay a $40 or $50 fee to attend out of our own pockets, nor should we have to pay out of our own pockets the expenses of having to travel to Tonopah when most of the delegates, including the senior citizens, are right here in Pahrump.
And Nye County Deputy District Attorney Charlie Watkins is a candidate for Justice of the Peace.
Today here at Quality Signs, we ran into Charlie Watkins and Cassandra Salbach. He's picking up some signs for his campaign for Justice of the Peace.
Yeah, we're just getting the campaign up and rolling, and down here at Quality Signs with Cassandra and picking up my new signs. They're kind of unique, so we're kind of proud of them.
These are unique signs. Tell me about them, Cassandra.
Well, Charles Watkins and his wife had some great ideas, very original for their campaign. They wanted something that was going to be noticed and grab some attention, and I think they did just that. I'm very excited for them. I wish them the best of luck.
And Charlie, tell me a little bit about your campaign. How's it going?
It started out slow, but it's starting to pick up momentum now. We're doing really well. We have a meet and greet fundraiser planned March 31st at the Sanders Family Winery. We have tickets for that event. They're $20 a piece. Mm-hmm. It's going to be featuring some local artists, some musicians, some art and sculpture, and some wine tasting, of course. So it'll be a great event.
Last time when you ran for district attorney, you had your event there too as well, and I remember a real hometown feel that we had there at that winery.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful facility. Mr. Sanders done a great job out there, and that's why we're going back and using it again. It turned out well the first time.
What prompted you to want to run for Justice of the Peace?
Well, we need qualified people in these positions, and being an attorney and having been practice criminal defense and being a prosecutor and also doing some civil work and appellate work, I'm well qualified for the job, and I want to do it for the town.
And I know people can find out more about your campaign by going to your website as well. But tell me a little bit about these signs first, Cassandra. People want to get election signs. How can they do that?
If you want to get election signs, give me a call. My number is 775-513-2760. You can also visit our website at www.qualitysignsnv.com or come by our shop. It's 2400 East Basin, suite number 4, half mile past the DMV on the left-hand side.
So, once again, Charlie, tell me how people can find out more about your campaign, how they can get more involved.
You can reach me a couple ways. One is my website, and it's lasvegasattorney@yahoo.com. And then my cell phone, my personal cell phone, 702-210-0608.
And people can get these tickets. Where can they pick up these tickets for this fundraiser?
We have a few places. Sanders Family Winery will be selling them. Twisted Sisters, and of course here at Quality Signs, I'll have those tickets. And then you can always reach me on my cell phone or by email also.
And once again, that fundraiser for Charlie Watkins' candidacy for Justice of the Peace is March 31st, and that is at the Sanders Family Winery there on Kellogg. Of course, you can pick up your tickets here at Quality Signs on Basin, Twisted Sister on Postal Road, or the Sanders Family Winery. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
And here's Eileen at West Star Ranch Animal Rescue with this week's Save a Pet segment.
Save a Pet is generously brought to you by Auto World at 727-8000 and Greenspan Brokerage at 751-6200. Put the green team to work for you.
Hi, I'm Eileen. I'm here at West Star Ranch Animal Rescue. And with me today I've got Clyde. Now he's a lab. He's got a little buddy with him, so he gets on well with other dogs. He's a family dog. He's about 5 years old. Very lovable, obviously. Come and see him over at West Star Ranch at 780 East Mance. Our phone number is 727-9273.
If you would like to sponsor Save a Pet, give us a call at 727-9400. To adopt, donate, or contact West Star Ranch, call 727-9273.
And a new diner has opened up in town. This is the third for this owner, who has 2 other successful burger stands throughout this state.
Here on American Classic Diner on Pahrump Boulevard and 372, they have specialties like burgers, sandwiches, ice cream, and so much more. They have 2 other locations throughout the state of Nevada, but they decided to bring their grill here in Pahrump.
We opened on June 7th at this location. We have 2 other locations. We have one in Reno and one in southern Utah. He's been in the business for 30 years. He's been owning his own for 18. We serve breakfast, lunch, and not so much dinner, but we serve breakfast all day. And
Tell me what's on the menu.
we have chicken fried steaks, we have French toast for breakfast, we have all sorts of different burgers. You can get pastrami's, Ortega burgers, green with guacamole, anything you basically want.
So we don't only serve burgers.
No, we have sandwiches, pastrami, turkey melt, and everything's fresh. Like the turkey is sliced to order, the pastrami is sliced really thin to order. So.
How late is breakfast? Is it 24 hours? What's your business hours? How late are you guys open?
10:30 to 7, and we serve breakfast all day. The only thing is it takes us a little bit longer if we got a grill full of burgers and stuff, because you don't want hash browns to be hash blacks. So.
Do you guys have any specialties?
Everything is really special. I mean, like the burgers, they're not frozen patties brought in. It's handmade patties. He grinds it fresh every morning. So I think the burgers are probably #1 seller between that and the pastrami sandwiches.
If people don't want to come in, if they're a little busy, do you guys do takeout or delivery?
Yeah, we have a drive-through. You can order through the drive-through, or you can come in and take out.
And do you guys have any senior discounts?
We have senior meals, and for $2.99, doesn't get much cheaper than that. So.
And where's the location at?
It is 920 South Pahrump Valley Boulevard, right across from Big O Tire.
Why did you guys come to Pahrump?
We moved to Pahrump to help my in-laws. They're kind of getting up there, and figured the closer the better. And then we drove by this location, and we're like, oh, that might be a good spot. So we looked further into it, and we decided to open it, and here we are.
Do you have a personal favorite on the menu?
I'd say definitely pastrami's. Yeah, if it's a good pastrami, which it is, it's really thin sliced, so it makes it really good.
What are some convincing words for people to come down?
Fresh burgers. I mean, they're not frozen patties. He grinds it fresh every morning. It doesn't get much better than that. So I think that's probably one of the big things. It's all fresh to order. I mean, you order it as soon as I tell them, give them the ticket, then that's when they start it. it's not already on the grill waiting.
What are the business hours and phone number and location?
We're open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 7. And our location is on 920 South Pahrump Valley Boulevard, right across from Big O. Phone number is 751-8729.
Once again, we're located right here at Pahrump Valley Boulevard and 372. I'm Nathan Hollenbeck for News 46.
All right, well, we're going to take a look with Zach after the break to see what our weather's going to be like in the 7-day forecast. Please keep it here.
News 46 weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump. Local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 weather is also brought to you by Humana.
Welcome back to News 46, everyone. It's Zach Fuentes here with your weather. We had sunny skies today, and we're back down to the 60s. Our high was 68 degrees. Our winds were coming out of the east-southeast at 5 miles per hour, and our winds were gusting at up to 16 miles per hour. Pressure was at 30.13, and our UV index was staying the same at its 5 moderate. Humidity was at 19%, and today's sunrise was at 6:22 a.m. Our record was set back in 1989 at 82 degrees. Tonight we're going to have clear skies. It looks like our low will be 37 degrees, not too terrible. Winds this time will be coming out of the south at 5 miles per hour, and our gusts are going to be at 8. Humidity will be at 29%, and our sunset will be at 5:34 p.m. Tonight's record was 24 degrees back in 1955. Tomorrow we're going to have sunny skies, and it looks like we're going to be back into the 70s there at 73 for our high. Our low is going to be 37 degrees, and our winds are going to be coming out of the northwest at 10 miles per hour. It's going to be kind of windy, though, tomorrow. It looks like our gusts are going to be at 24 miles per hour. UV is staying the same at 5 moderate, and our sunrise will be at 6:20 a.m. Our humidity will be at 17%. For our 7-day forecast, everything's looking pretty clear except for Monday. We're going to have that 30% chance of rain, so we'll keep an eye on that. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, though, because I just got my car washed, but hey. Our highest high is going to be 73 degrees, and our lowest low will be 32 degrees on Monday. Today's worst weather was in White Horse Lake, Michigan, where they had snowstorms. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Zach. Well, the Fiber Arts Show is in town, and it's going to be happening all weekend long over at the Pahrump Nugget.
And tonight at Mountain Falls is the Republican Women's Lincoln Day Dinner. Cocktails begin at 6 and dinner is at 7. Tickets are at the door.
And Social Security will be returning to the Bob Rood Community Center, rooms A and B, beginning this Tuesday. They will no longer be meeting in the town annex. Social Security comes to Pahrump the last Tuesday of every month from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And just one more quick thing, Bob. The tickets for the quilt, it's what, $5 at the door? $5 at the door. So
$2 military ID. And husbands, you're in for free if your wives drag you down there.
There you go.
Military is free.
And military is free as well.
Oh, military is free as well.
There you go. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Tony Joe.
And from everyone up here on the Hill of KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, a great weekend, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night for our weekend review. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night, everyone.